Now this subject, that is how to get peace of mind, is very important. Everywhere I go, I meet the people, I ask them, how are you? They say, fine. But when I go and ask them in person, privately, then they give lot of problems. They communicate lot of problems when I am talking to them in private. In general, yeah, fine. But inside, there are so many problems being faced by every human being. The life has become more complicated nowadays because of various reasons. It has been complicated, it has been full of problems all along. Life itself is problem. But in the present scenario, it has become more difficult. So, almost each and every one is facing some type of problem which gives him or her tension. So everybody is under tension. I ask many old people in India, sometimes here also, how are you? Fine. Any problem? Lot of problems. Old people have got tension that there is generation gap, and now they are thinking they may have to shift to an old age home because they can no longer go along with the younger generation. So they are afraid at any moment their children may put them in the old age home. So they are under tension. The person is also, the main person in the family is also under tension in India, and of course it applies to many other countries. There in India, because of the globalization, many companies are now becoming obsolete. They are going out of the market, and there is economic constraint, there is a great problem of financial crisis, and so they are giving VRS, Voluntary Retirement Service Scheme, so that if a person wants to retire prematurely, he will be given certain benefits. And voluntary retirement means voluntarily you retire, but indirectly it is a compulsory VRS scheme, because you are told in other ways, if you don't retire now, you will lose the benefits afterwards. It is in one way a compulsory voluntary retirement scheme. And so many are afraid any time VRS may come in their company and they will have to quit the job and they will be jobless. Wife also is under tension because she has to meet all the requirements, financial requirements. There is a financial crisis. The cost is increasing of the items. So she had to manage within this, and then she has to look after the children. She has to look after the husband. She has to look after the old parents. Likewise, she is always under tension. Lot of problems at home. Sometimes she is working also outside. So it is double problems. In the office or where she is working, she has to face the boss and so many other problems. At home also. Children, those who are studying, they are under tension because it is a very competitive now society. So I must get so much percentage of marks, so much this one. They are under tension, particularly during the time of examinations. Sometimes we have to have a special program on how to overcome tension of examination in India. During the time of board examination particularly, there are a lot of tension, so we have to have a special program on how to overcome tension. I asked a young girl, very small girl, how are you? I'm under tension. What? I understand your daddy, mummy has got tension, your grandfather has got tension, your grandmother has got tension. Why you are having tension? You see, I am in senior KG. Last year I was in junior KG. When I was in junior KG, I got first class first. Now my mom has told, this time also you have to get first class first. So I am under tension. So all are under tension. Right from small child to the old person. Everybody is under tension. All over the world this phenomenon has come. much more so in Western countries. Perhaps in India it is now catching up. But Chicago-based research corporation says 40% of the companies in USA are now having regular courses on stress management. Stress management has become a very important subject. When I go all over the country in India, many companies I go, corporate sector, previously they used to invite us for giving talk on how to convert work into worship, holistic style of management, and work productivity and efficiency, yoga, karma kaushalam. These are the subjects they used to invite us to talk on. But nowadays, most of the companies are inviting me for giving talks on stress management. It has become a very important subject, even in India, of course, in many other countries. And many books are coming out. You know, people are so much under tension that now they have to go to the psychiatrist. Japan, Ministry of Health Japan gave the figures some time back. 42% of the executives of 44 years and above are suffering from mental disorder. 100 new mental hospitals opening on an emergency scale in Japan. In America, National Institute of Mental Health gives the figure, on an average at least one person regularly visits a psychiatrist in America per family. 25% of the total population are having regular visits to these psychiatrists in America. And many books are coming out. There is a book by Derek Humphreys, The Final Exit, the name of the book, Final Exit, and the book itself is Exit, not available in the market. I got last year, but I could get one copy last year after great this one. Now, what is written there? How to commit suicide, how to get exit from the world, and the methods are available there, and it is selling like hot cake. Japan's bestseller book's name is The Complete Manual on Committing Suicide, and that is the bestseller, and 3.5 lakhs copies sold within 1 year, and some people committed suicide holding the book on the hand and committing suicide in the manner in which it has been told. France, bestseller book name is Suicide User's Manual. Everywhere, people want to now commit suicide. Going to mental hospital, psychiatrics, lot of tension. What has happened to the society? One thing is, a great demon has entered into the society, and the name of that demon is consumerism. People all over the world are now having the equation, more or less, H is directly proportional to M, where H is equal to happiness and M is equal to money. So they have become money oriented. Eric Fromm says in his book, To Have or To Be, is the name of the book. He says, man has become a commodity and he thinks himself as a commodity and he is being sold like a commodity. You come to India, the bridegrooms are sold, you know. She is from UP, she knows. In UP and Bihar, doctors are selling at 50 lakhs. If I am an IS officer, 10 million. 10 million rupees you will get dowry if you are an IS officer. Because the father, the parents of the daughter know that my son-in-law will make 10 crores, that is 100 million within 1 year by bribe, once he becomes an IS officer. So they want their daughter to be well placed. And so IS officer being sold at 10 million rupees. Man has become a commodity and he thinks himself as a commodity. And we have got this equation that more commodities, more happiness. More happiness. Everybody thinks. More. We want more money. We want more commodities, more houses, better cars, better gadgets, these, that. And we think this will give us happiness. This gives happiness, no doubt. When you get a latest model car, you get happiness. Yes. But the happiness does not last. the peace does not last. After a few days, when your neighbor gets still more model, a better model, and you get nervous, you get disappointed because you can't show your car to him. That competition in terms of commodities, consumerism has come. Everywhere, in India also it has come, and in Western countries also it has come, United States has come, everywhere this phenomenon is there. This equation has come to us that H is directly proportional to M, where H equals to happiness and M is equal to money. This has to be ruled out. That does not mean money is not important in our life, but money is only a medium for getting happiness and peace. Statistical analysis reveals that there are 3 countries in the world which are having highest per capita income: America, Japan and Sweden. And there are 3 countries having highest rate of suicides: America, Japan and Sweden. And 3 countries having highest rate of mental patients, psychiatric patients, neurosis: America, Japan and Sweden. So the equation is H is inversely proportional to M. The more happy, the more money, less happiness. That does not mean money is not important, but the formula does not exist. H is directly proportional to M. Money is very important, but that does not give lasting happiness and fulfillment and peace. This we have to remember one. The basic objective should not be lost. What we want is happiness, fulfillment and peace in life. There was a man sitting on the shore of the ocean, and just nearby there was a boat, and a fisherman was sleeping in the boat. That man asked, "Hey, what is this? It is still afternoon and still you are not fishing. What's the matter?" He said, "You see, in the early morning today I got a very big fish. He caught a very big fish. I sold it and I got very good money, and this money is sufficient for my today's needs. So now I am enjoying my rest." He said, "What is that? The whole day is still behind, still away, still left. You go for more fishing, so you will get more money." The fellow asked, "But what shall I do with the extra money? I don't need today." He said, "You save that money." Save? What will it? He never heard about saving. You save that money. After that, you save, go on saving. Once you got more money, you will be able to purchase a bigger boat than this. When you get a bigger boat, you will be able to go further deep into the ocean. And then you will get still bigger fishes. And so you will be able to get more money. But what shall I do with more money? Again save. And go on saving like this. And when you have got very good saving, then come to me. I got the list of all the companies, their share market rates. So I will tell you in which company to invest your money. And once you invest that money, every month you will get a very nice fixed income, and then you will be able to sleep nicely. Well, I was sleeping nicely, it is you who have disturbed me. I was relaxing nicely, it is you who have disturbed me. We forget the objective. The objective of making money is to sleep nicely, have peace and happiness. The main objective we forget. That's the main thing. Let us not forget, the aim is to get happiness and peace and fulfillment in life and not running after this. But most of the time we are so much engrossed, we never wait to see where we are going, what we are doing, what is the objective for life, what is the purpose of life we have left. We have forgotten completely. Swami Vivekananda was the 10th president of Ramakrishna Order. He used to give a beautiful story. There was a boy working in Japan as a maid servant. Now, one day the mistress told him, "You see, the master has gone out, nobody is there, and these are items very much required. So you go to the city and purchase these items." The boy was from the village and he had never seen a city. So for the first time he was going. So the mistress gave him all the instructions. The boy went. Now once he went to the city, he was astonished. So many big shops. Oh, such exhibition and so many doors and so many signboards, so many lighting, and he was going and going and going, and he was getting astonished and he was enjoying. And then he saw there was an exhibition going on. So he went inside the exhibition. Inside the exhibition, there were fairy wheels going on. So he sat in the fairy wheel, and there was some magic going on. He saw the magic, and there was some other scooter rally going on. Like that went on, and there was ice cream, this parlor, this, and he enjoyed himself very much. And he was just enjoying, and evening came, and suddenly he heard an announcement, this is the last bus going to the village. Suddenly he heard, my God, last bus. And he sat in the bus and reached the house. Now the mistress asked, why you are so late? I am waiting for you so many hours. Why you became so late? Oh, I was engrossed in seeing and all that. Now where are the items? Items? I have forgotten to bring. But why did you go? I went for purchasing the items. Then where are the items? I completely forgot. After seeing all those things, I became so busy in seeing those things that I forgot the purpose for which I had gone to the market. This is the story of all of us. We have come to this world for realizing our divinity, for realizing the infinite potential within every one of us, but we become so much attached, so much engrossed in the worldly affairs that we forget the purpose for which we have come to this world. And then when the last call comes from the God of death, come! Oh, where to go now? But I have yet to manage my everything over. Now not a single second you get. Enough. But can I not carry my bank balance? I have put it on Switzerland bank. No, you can't carry that bank balance. But the latest model car, at least you allow me to take. You can't take that. At least my latest model dress, you can't take it. Even this body will not go. Nothing will go with us. All gold medal, so many certificates, so many achievements, everything remaining. Yes, one thing will go. The computer will be left behind, but the floppy will go inside. The software will go. There is a floppy inside every one of us. That floppy takes all the impressions, whatever works we are doing, whatever karma we are doing, good or bad, everything is imprinted in that floppy. That floppy is transferred to another computer. Next birth. Same floppy. So, not a single second goes waste. Not a single work goes in vain. Whatever we have done, good or bad, will fructify. If you have meditated this morning for 1 minute, well, that is added into your account. That account will last. But if you have deposited 1,000 pounds or $1,000, that will remain. But this 1 minute of meditation that you did in the morning is now in the floppy, and that floppy is going to be transferred to the next birth. This is a deposit which will go with you, good or bad karmas. So, we have to remember the purpose for which we have come. And somebody was asking, why we are feeling restless? Everything is over. Son, daughter, everybody is well settled. I am having no financial problem, and yet there is no peace of mind. What is the problem? Problem is this. You take a fish out of the water. What happens? Restless. And then she dies. Similar is the case with us. We are fish out of water. Our basic nature is, according to Vedanta, Sat Chit Ananda. Infinite existence, infinite knowledge, and infinite bliss. That is our real nature. But as long as we are not in tune with this infinite nature, so long we feel restless. We have to feel restless because the nature of fish is to remain in water, and the nature of every human being is to remain in tune with the infinite existence, knowledge and bliss, Satchidanand. The moment we are away from Satchidanand, that moment we have to feel restless, as a fish feels restless. This is the problem. We are fish out of water. We have lost our contact with our soul, which is the nature of infinite knowledge, infinite existence, and infinite bliss, Satchidananda. That is why Vedanta says, the source of infinite joy, the source of infinite peace, is within every one of us. But unfortunately, we do not know, and so we are trying to search for that peace of mind in latest model cars, in latest dresses, in multi-story buildings, in our relatives, in our relations. We are trying to find that peace there, but it is not available. Why? Because the Vedanta says the source of infinite joy and peace is within every one of us. That is called Atman. So says the Kathopanishad, Esha sarveshu bhuteshu gudo atmana prakashate drishyate tvagraya buddhya shukshmaya shukshmadarshini. Inside each and every human being, irrespective of caste, creed, color, religion, nationality, there is something called Atman, that reality, that substratum, which is the source of all happiness and joy and peace, and that is available in each and every human being. But it is hidden. This Atman is hidden. Then what is the proof? It is not seen. What is the proof? Proof is this. Drishyate, tagraya, buddhya, shukshmaya, shukshmadarshini. Some people have seen it. Some people have realized this Atman. That is the proof of it. Swami Vivekananda was a college student of Scottish Church College, Narendranath Datta, and he wanted to know the reality. And whenever he would hear that some saint has come to Calcutta, he himself used to go there. And he said, you are talking so much about God, but I want to ask one question. Have you seen God? Nobody could reply. And he felt frustrated because he wanted the proof. He wanted evidence. He wanted to realize the truth. Then he heard Maharishi Devendranath Tagore, the father of Rabindranath Tagore, who used to stay in a boat in Ganges. So one day he went to the boat where Rabindranath Tagore used to stay. He went inside the cabin and he said, Sir, I want to ask you one question. I hear that you meditate too much on God. I want to ask you a question. Have you seen God? Maharishi Devendranath Tagore looked at him for some time. And then he said, my dear boy, your eyes are those of a yogi, beautiful. Narendranath became disappointed. I want to ask you, have you seen God? And you say your eyes are beautiful. I don't want the appreciation of my beautiful eyes. I want my answer. Nobody could give. And so he was feeling frustrated. One day he had gone to his college and the English professor was absent on that day. So the principal, Professor William Hastie, he himself came to take the class of English literature. And he was teaching them Wordsworth's poem. The name of the poem is The Excursion. And in that poem, the poet describes the phenomena that he enters into a deep superconscious state after seeing the beauty of the nature. The students asked, Sir, is it possible that somebody would have this superconscious state? Principal said, yes, it is possible. I have seen one person who enters into this superconscious state, samadhi state often. If you want, you also can see him because that person lives in Calcutta. There is the temple of Dakshineshwar, Bhavatarini. Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa stays there and he enters frequently into this samadhi state. If you want, you can see him. Immediately Narendranath went there, and then when he went there, Sri Ramakrishna was talking to the devotees. He sat down in one corner of the room. After some time, he shoot this question. Well, enough of talk of God. Now I want my answer. Have you seen God? And for the first time, he got the satisfactory reply. Yes, my boy, I have seen God. Not only that, he said, I am seeing him mostly, then I am seeing you. Not only that, he said, if you want, you can also see him, but you will have to undertake sadhana. This is science of religion. Science says H2 plus O2 is equal to H. I don't believe. Hydrogen is a gas, oxygen is a gas. How can it water? It's not a question of belief. Come to the laboratory, mix hydrogen, oxygen, have electrolytic process. If you don't get water, then you say, I don't believe. So Sri Ramakrishna says, I have seen God, you also can see him, but you have to come to the laboratory. Practice sadhana. Narendranath accepted the challenge. He practiced sadhana. Then he had also Nirvikalpa Samadhi in Kashipur. And that's why in Chicago Parliament Religious, he would declare at the top of his voice with full realization, Shruvantu Vishve Amritasya Putra Aye Dhamani Divyani Tastu Vedahametam Purusham Mahantam Aditya Varnam Tamasa Parastar Tame Vidityati Mrityameti Nanya Pantha Vidyatayana. Shruvantu Vishve Amritasya Putra. Listen. The children of immortal bliss, listen. I have seen that ancient one who is beyond all misery. By knowing him alone, you will be away from all sorts of miseries and sufferings. That Narendranath Swami Vivekananda could see, because he had also realized that Atman. So this is what Vedanta says. Behind each and every human being, inside each and everybody's human's heart, there is that Atman, that supreme reality, which is the basis of infinite knowledge, infinite existence, infinite bliss. Unless until we have become tuned to that, we will not get peace of mind. Nityo nityanam chetanas chetananam eko bahunam yo vidadhati kaman tam atmastham yenu pashyanti dhira tesham shanti shashvati netaresham. To whom belongs peace of mind? Person who has seen this Paramatman, God, who is dwelling in the soul of each and every human being. Tam atmastam yenu pashyanti dhira. Those patient people having patience, practicing sadhana, those who have seen this Atman, Paramatman, residing within each and every one Atman, Nityo Nityanam, that Paramatman, that God is the eternal God residing within each and everyone's eternal soul. Nityo Nityanam. Chetanas Chetananam. That person, that supreme reality is the supreme consciousness residing within the consciousness of each and every human being. Nityo Nityanam. Chetanas Chetananam. Eko Bahunam Yud Vidadhati Kaman. That force is controlling the whole universe. Tam Atmastam Yenu Pashyanti Dhira. Tesham Shanti Shashvati. To him belongs eternal peace. Netaresham. To none else. This is how we can get eternal peace. That is why Kabir, a very famous poet, says, Moko kaha tu dhunde bande, main to tere paas mein, khojoge to abhi milunga, pal bhar ki talash mein. Where are you searching for me? You want to get peace of mind? In the superstores, supermarket, in the theater? Where are you searching for me? I am within you. I am residing. Khojoge to abhi miluga pal bhar ki tarah. Within a moment's notice I will be available. See within. The source of infinite joy is there. So that is why Sri Ramakrishna says, when we are born as human beings, the purpose of life is to manifest is this divinity. Is to realize God. Unless until we do that, there is no difference between us and animals. And now the modern science has also come to our rescue. It also says the same thing. You know, there is the latest book that has come out. Dana Zohar has written a book. She is a professor in Oxford University. I wanted to meet her, but I couldn't meet because she has gone to States. She has written a book. The name of the book is SQ, Spiritual Intelligence, the Ultimate Intelligence. And there she says, neurologically, physiologically, biologically, psychologically, from every point of view, there is a concluding evidence. There is something called SQ, which is the basis of both IQ and EQ. You know about IQ, intelligence quotient. You know about EQ, emotional intelligence. 1991, Daniel Goleman made a research and found out for efficiency and for administrative efficiency and for managerial efficiency, what is required more is EQ rather than IQ only. Emotional intelligence, that is the name of the book he wrote in 1991. And the latest research is SQ. Dana Zohar says SQ is the basis of both IQ and EQ. And what is IQ? IQ will tell you how to play the game of life. Ordinary intelligence. What is EQ? EQ will tell you how to play the game of life under changed circumstances with changed strategies. When the boundaries change, you have to have changed the strategies. And what is SQ? SQ will tell you whether to play the game of life at all or not. Well, that is your choice. What is the purpose of life? Why have I come to this earth? Where do I want to go? This SQ will tell you. Emotional quotient will only tell you how to be empathic, sympathetic, how to be emotionally mature, how to deal with others, how to better human relationships. Okay, that's also required. But most important is why we have come to this earth. What is the purpose of life? What is the meaning of life? Only a human, and that is SQ. And another discovery of modern science, Danazwar says, IQ is available with all these species, including the computers. EQ is available only with a few species, not with all. But SQ is available only with the human species. This is the latest discovery of modern science. Now, Indian scriptures used to say, only human species can have realization of God, can have self-realization. Now, the modern science says, only human being can have SQ. So, both are meeting. Both are meeting. So, development of SQ, realize God, that is the purpose of life. Sri Ramakrishna was telling like that. Then the devotees asked, you say that we must realize God, but where is God? We don't see. How do we believe? Then Sri Ramakrishna says, now do you believe that I am talking to you? Yes. Why? Because we are seeing you, so we believe. Then Sri Ramakrishna immediately, what did he do? He took up chadar with him and he just hid his face. Can you see me now? He asked. The devotee said, no. That means I am not here. No, you are here. Just now you said, if you are here, because we see him. So now because you don't see him, I am not here. No, you are here. So why can't you see me? There is a screen hiding the reality. That's exactly the reason. God, Atman, is within every one of us, hidden inside our heart, but we can't see. Why? Because there is a screen of ignorance hiding that reality. That is why Kabir says, Gungat kapat kholare, tohe piya milenge, katuka vachana mat bolare, tohe piya milenge. Remove this screen and immediately you will get peace of mind. Remove this screen. Only a screen hiding the reality. How this screen can be removed? That is why Swami Vivekananda has given the gist of Vedanta in Raj Yoga. Beautiful sentence. He gives all how to develop SQ, how to remove the screen of ignorance. He says, each soul is potentially divine. The goal of human life is to manifest this divinity within by controlling nature external and internal. Do this either by work, worship, psychic control or philosophy, by one or more or all of these, and be free. This is the whole of religion. Doctrines, dogmas, rituals, worships, temples, mosques, churches are but secondary details. He gives the gist of religion, gives the gist of purpose of human life, everything. Each soul is potentially divine. Inside each and every human being, there is divinity. But we have to manifest it. How to manifest it? By controlling nature external and internal. How can we do it? By combination of 4 yogas. Raj Yoga, there is Ashtanga Yoga by Patanjali, Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan and Samadhi. This meditation ultimately going to meditation and meditation culminating in Samadhi. That is the purpose of Patanjali Yoga Sutra. That is Raj Yoga. Second, Jnana Yoga. Shravana, Manan, Nididhyasana. Listening, then meditating on it. First, trying to inquire into the matter, and third is meditating. So that is truth, whatever. 4 Mahavakyas are there, Tattvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi, etc. If not, put it briefly, read good books related to this SQ, related to the meaning of life, related to the basic knowledge of God or Atman. Try to think about it. That we can say is Jnana Yoga, and a simple English we can say is Raj Yoga. Third, Bhakti Yoga, worshipping God, praying God. This is Bhakti Yoga. And fourth, Karma Yoga. Whatever work we do, try to do it in the spirit of worship. That is Karma Yoga. Try to do some unselfish service without expectation of result. Ma phaleshu kadachana, says the Gita. Karmani vadikaraste, ma phaleshu kadachana, ma karma phale durbu, ma te sangosta karmani. So, converting work into worship. These are the 4 yogas if we combine everyday life. This is what we try to do. The monks and devotees of our Ramakrishna mission. What do we try to do? Morning, for example, in our ashramas, early morning we get up and then we go to the shrine and we have prayer. Evening again we have prayer. And after the prayer we have meditation. Again in the evening we have meditation. And both morning and evening we have some reading. And then after reading good books, Gyan Yoga or something, and then we think about it. That is, so this takes care of the 3 yogas. Gyan Yoga, Bhakti Yoga and Raj Yoga. Both morning and evening we are practicing these 3 yogas. And whole day, every one of us, every monk has to do some work in Ramakrishna mission. We have so many hospitals, we have dispensaries, so many educational institutions, so much of rural and tribal development project. So, either will be working in the office, somebody working in the kitchen, somebody working in the hospital, somebody working there, like that. So, each and every one of us is doing work, but in the spirit of service, in the spirit of worship, service of God in man, worship of God in man. We may be doing relief work, for example, but it is not a work for us. We are not trying to do social service. No. We are not trying to help the nation, help the country, or help the government in providing relief. No. It is a sadhana for us. We are trying to worship God in man while doing relief work. When we are worshiping in the temple, we are worshipping God. And when we are doing relief work, we are also worshipping God. But it is God in the form of human being. That's all. There is absolutely no difference. This is also worship. So this spirit of worship we are trying to bring about. This combination of 4 yogas gradually will lead us to the ultimate truth. Another thing, when we practice these 4 yogas, it will give us peace in daily life. So, when we practice these 4 yogas in daily life, it gives us peace in everyday life, plus it leads us to everlasting happiness and everlasting peace. Because by that we are going to realize the infinite divinity within every one of us. So, for getting peace of mind, we should practice these 4 yogas. That is how we can get right. And we must not forget the basic purpose of life. Purpose of life is to manifest the divinity. All other things are secondary. When we take it from that point of view, other problems become secondary in nature. And there are so many problems will come. Swami Vivekananda, as I told yesterday, was traveling along Rajasthan, and Maharaj of Khetri, Ajit Singh Ji, became his disciple. Once he asked, Swamiji, what is life? And immediately Swami Vivekananda replied, well, my dear prince, life is nothing but the struggle of a being under the circumstances trying to press it down. It's nothing but struggle. So you have to undergo struggle. Every one of us to undergo struggle. And another equation Swami Vivekananda gives, greater the struggle, greater the person who comes out of it. Greater the struggle one has to face in life, the greater the person who comes out of it. So, if you think you have got greater struggle in life, blessed you are, because God wants to make you greater. Yes, some people they are very great devotees and still they are facing problems. Why? I prayed to God so much and I did so much sincerity in sadhana, and why I am getting all these problems? I said, because you did tapasya, that is why it is coming. Had you not done this sadhana, it would not have come. It is a blessing from God. Because greater the struggle, greater the person who comes out of it. Greater people will get greater struggle. Extraordinary people will go under extraordinary problems. Ordinary people have to face ordinary problems. Extraordinary people have to face extraordinary problems. So, this life is like that. Struggle will come, problem will come, but we should not take them seriously. And we should face the difficulties boldly. When Swami Vivekananda was traveling all over the country, he came to Benares. In Benares, just 2 months back I was in Benares in connection with 150th birth anniversary of Mother Sharda Devi. And so, I visited the temple of Durga Devi, which Swami Vivekananda visited. And when Swami Vivekananda, after visiting the temple, he was going away, on both the sides there were big walls. And when Swami Vivekananda was going, suddenly he found big monkeys with black faces chasing him. So Swamiji became afraid. He started running and the monkeys started running after him. After some time, Swamiji became very much exhausted. And both the sides, there are big walls, he can't escape. So he was feeling divided. Suddenly he heard an old monk shouting at him, "Hey, Daroma, Bandar ka samna karo. Don't get afraid. Face the brutes." As soon as he heard it, he immediately turned like this. And he did like this. As soon as he turned like this with his stick, all the monkeys fled away. While giving a lecture in America, he said, that day I learned one of the greatest lessons of my life. What is that? Face the brutes. Difficulties will come in life. Life means growth. And she was weeping, "Mother, you will go away. What will happen to us?" And then Holy Mother said, "Don't worry. God is with you." And then she said, "If you want peace of mind, don't look at the faults of others. Rather try to see your own faults. None is a stranger, my child. Everyone is your own." That's all. Whole message of Vedanta has come.
The world and you are one.
Each and every human being contains the divinity. Try to see the divinity. Every human being has got some defects. To all is human. There is not a single human being on the earth who hasn't got some negative points. Every one of us has got some weaknesses, some defects. But Mother says, don't look at the faults of others. If you see the faults of others, the defects of others, your mind will get polluted. It's a psychological thing. And you yourself will be dwelling on those defects and those negative points, and your mind itself will also become negative like that. And your mind will be filled up with those same defects which you are seeing in others. And you will lose peace of mind. Not only that, by looking at the faults of others, the relationship will also become bitter. So, if you want better human relationships, then also you should not look at the fault of others. And if you want peace of mind, don't look at the faults of others. But not looking fault of others does not mean that you will not correct someone lovingly. Yes, if you see somebody is making a mistake, lovingly point out in secret, not making hue and cry or not criticizing the other person in front of others. If you really want to help him come out of that defect, okay, in private you tell lovingly and try to help by praying for him or her and all that. That is one way. So, this if we try to practice, not to see defects in others, leave out the others, and whatever situation we are in, trying to have good relations with others will give us peace of mind. Most of our peace of mind is either lost because we are hankering for something, or we have bad relations with others. We are trying to see others, oh, this fellow did like this to me, this fellow did like this to me. So we are trying to put blame on others. Vedanta says, take the whole blame on yourself. Take the whole blame on yourself. No, I know my mother-in-law is responsible for all. She is very unjust. She is very unjust. And I am 100% correct, and she is 100% time she is incorrect. And it is all injustice, injustice, injustice. Then I ask her, okay, I understand. You have not made a single mistake. And she is doing all the mistakes. But why you became a daughter-in-law to her? You tell me. This is your mistake. But that is what it came to. I see that person is very, very bad. But why you are related to that? Who is responsible for that? Your karmas. Your past karmas brought you to that person to get that suffering. Ultimately, we have to take the responsibility for suffering. I understand that you are 100% right, I am 100% correct. I am 100% correct and you are 100% wrong. Okay. But then, why I am related to you? Why I came to you to get beatings from you? Because of past karma. So, Vedanta says, whatever suffering we are getting in our life is because of our own karmas. Now, so then what happens? Don't blame others, blame yourself. It is no use blaming yourself also. Biti tahe bisar de, aage ki sudle. Jo ho gaya, so ho gaya. Forget the past. Let the dead past bury its dead. Now think about the future. Now Vedanta says, if whatever I am at present is because of my past, there is a second side to it. Then whatever I will be in future will be because of my present. So my present destiny depends upon my past purushartha, past karma. That means my future destiny is dependent upon my present karmas. In that sense, you are the creator of your own destiny. We are the creator of our own destiny. So, that is why Swami Vivekananda says, Vedanta gives us a very good positive thing, that we are the creator of our own destiny. All our past karmas have made us, so future karma will be made by our present. So that is a great thing, and that is why Swami Vivekananda says in his book Life and After Death, beautiful sentence, that if that just as bad thoughts, and you must never forget, just as bad thoughts and bad deeds are ready to spring upon you like tiger, so also there is an inspiring hope that good thoughts and good deeds are ready with 100,000 angels to defend you always and forever. Because we have got past karmas, they are both good and bad. So bad karmas are there to pounce upon us and they will bring us suffering. Similarly, there are some good karmas also we have made. They are in store. There is a lot of deposit we have got, but we have forgotten. There is a deposit that will save us, that will protect us. That inspiring hope is there, that our good deeds and good karmas and good samskaras are ready with 100,000 angels to defend always and forever. That's a great hope. So this is the law of karma. This is Vedanta says, never blame others. We are responsible for our own karmas. And so let us become bold. Let the dead past bury its dead. Forget the past. Let us build our future. And so let us try to practice these 4 yogas in daily life. That will give us peace in daily life, and also it will lead us to everlasting peace and everlasting happiness. And so we are coming to our time. Actually, I wanted to tell you something about meditation. These 4 things I have told: prayer, that is Bhakti Yoga; meditation, that is Raj Yoga; and Gyan Yoga, reading good books and meditating and all that. In a simple way I am trying to say. And 4th is trying to convert work into worship. Now, how to go about it? So, for that, I think perhaps after some break we will go for that. Plus, there may be so many questions that also I will try to reply. And meditation also will try to do.